The heat is perfect for the beans. Just a beautiful, beautiful crop. Buckwheat is looking amazing. We're excited to see what the flowers look like. No flowers yet, but just a few little buds just starting to show. I bet in the next couple of days we should see the first flowers coming out. Anyway, super exciting, and then we'll stock with the bees. So this is pretty amazing. On wet years, we get a whole bunch of these brown-eyed Susans. So the sun is behind me. There it is. And you see all these beautiful flowers. But what you might not be able to tell from the video is that these flowers are all pointing to the sun. It's so crazy to think. So we're looking at the backside of these flowers. They're actually pointing over here toward the sun. And how does this happen? So now the sun is to my back. All these brown-eyed Susans are pointing to the east because the sun just came up. And you can look at it from the side. They're all pointing to the east. How do they turn their necks? We're getting ready to install a whole bunch of solar. We're actually working on it right now. And with the company that we bought our solar stuff from, they've experimented with fixed panels and adjustable panels, and then the automated panels that follow the sun. And they showed me a picture of one of their installations that had solar panels that followed the sun. And a whole bunch of these computer-controlled solar panels were not following the sun. They had a whole bunch of funny random stuff going on in this solar array. But these little brown-eyed Susans, they know how to do it. And they're just a plant. They don't even have muscles. And they can follow the sun. Now I know most people already know that. A lot of flowers do it. But it's a pretty cool miracle, I think. And I want to learn more about how it works. Talk to you later. Well, it's probably around 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just checking on the buckwheat. So the heat is going to be crazy today. And the buckwheat is looking amazing. We're really hoping to get some bees on here soon. I'm just starting to see the very first flower buds starting to show on the top. I mean, the crop looks amazing. Like this is anyway, it's not irrigated. It's a dry land piece. And the buckwheat has just grown up and covered the field beautifully. They got these beautiful big round leaves and just beautiful solar panels. And we're excited to see what the flowers look like. No flowers yet, but just a few little buds just starting to show. I don't know if you can see that, but just by my thumb there's just some little buds starting to show on some of these buckwheat. Just little buds. So I'm bet in the next couple of days we should see the first flowers coming out. Anyway, super exciting, and then we'll stock with the bees. Apparently these leaves, and they do feel nice, but these leaves of the buckwheat, apparently these are like a favorite for the leafcutter bees. That I mean they're nice and big, like if you were wanting material to build with, having a nice smooth big leaf, it must be just the right texture, that it's easy for them to cut and that they can mold it easily. It's just like beautiful velvety leaves. But anyway, we're excited to see how the bees do on it. But apparently, according to those with experience, this is the perfect material for leafcutter bees. So it's going to be exciting to see how it works. Wow, I almost ran over this beautiful big rattlesnake. I came around this corner. He was right in the road, but I just missed him. You gotta get off the road, bud. Like, this is not a place for snakes. They like the gravel because it's nice and warm in the morning, or well, when the sun comes out and heats it up. But he has got it. Well, he's a nice one. That's one of the bigger rattlesnakes that we see on the ranch. The bull snakes are this size and bigger, but that's a nice big rattlesnake. I bet stretch him out and he would be 5 feet. Well, 4.5 anyway. Well, you have a good life, little buddy, but stay off the road. I don't like him getting squished. I've seen a couple snakes already killed this year out on the roads. One back down off that road, not right on our ranch, but anyway, makes you sad. We need them out there. We've got so many gophers. Anyway, beautiful rattlesnake. Yeah, I was just looking in this bee tent or bee structure, and a whole bunch of the bees are still sleeping because they're up in the tray. Start already having flight, but oh, there's a whole bunch of them just laying around in the tray, just waiting to get warm. So I lowered this tray so that they'll get warm faster, just to see them go. But walking through canola when it's flowering is possible. But once you get past the flowering stage and the pods all, you just can't walk through it. It just gets impossible. It's like a jungle. But this morning is very wet, and so I am soaked and covered in petals and pollen and all kinds of good stuff. Anyway, every day, oh yeah, it's goosh goosh. It's filled my boots right full of water just from this field was irrigated the last couple of days, but also anyway, the dew in the morning, it's walking through the fields it's just a real nice time to go out, but you certainly get wet. Whew. All right, so I was just out in the river in a kayak getting to the river screen and then getting under the screen, getting very wet and just getting the moss off. There just was a crazy growth of moss the last couple of weeks, and it was a long, well, more of a seaweed, but anyway, long stringy plant that's just been wrapping up on everything. But this morning it wasn't so bad. I'm at the Mayakoba beans. They are looking absolutely amazing. And we're just starting to get some of their beautiful flowers. And so the heat is perfect for the beans. If we can keep the water going, these beans are gonna grow like crazy in the next 2 weeks and start making all their little pods, all their little baby beans. It's gonna be amazing. But the river has been a challenge with the moss and the seaweed or the river weed. I don't know what you'd call it. But the dam, up at the Old Man River Reservoir, they've started to release more water into the river. We were very low on water storage last year, and so we were restricted on how much water we could use. And so they've had the dam closed right up, but now it's full. The dam is at 95% of capacity, and so they're starting to open it up a little bit. So the river over the next 2 days will double in flow. It'll go from 30 cubic meters per second up to 60 cubic meters per second. We can see that on the water meters that are further up the stream and at the reservoir, and so we know it's coming. And we might already be halfway there. The river's looking more healthy today, so I guess we're somewhere around 45 right now on our way to 60, and that should really help us with the moss and everything, just kind of flush the system through. And when the water's a little deeper, it's a little bit colder and flowing faster, and we don't get as much growth of the seaweed and stuff. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. I just thought you guys would want to see these amazing Mayakoba beans. Just a beautiful, beautiful crop. It's been really fun to start doing row crop farming the last 10 years or so. And well, I don't even think it's been 10 years. But anyway, it's kind of a neat way to farm. Many of the crops do better in a row situation, and you can aerate in between the rows and cultivate in between the rows, and it just gives you access to work with your crop, gives the plants a little bit more air. Anyway, they look beautiful and they're doing well. Excited. One of my favorite things to watch is when large birds of prey, like eagles and hawks, those look like two hawks up there, when they dance in the air, it's amazing how they'll just get up high, and and then all of a sudden they come together and it's like they dance as they fall, and then they fly again. And eagles are especially, these look like hawks to me, but they genuinely seem to enjoy each other and the whole effort of flying. And anyway, so it's amazing to watch a pair of hawks or eagles fly together and dance in the air. As humans, we can only imagine that kind of thing. I guess some humans do it when they jump out of airplanes and do those kind of things, but anyway, very cool. I'm sorry I missed the best part of it, but it takes a while to get your camera out, and here comes the pair. Anyway, super cool.